Good afternoon, Dekalb Democrats and all of my Democratic family. Thank you, Congresswoman Presley. Miss you. Wish you could be here with us in person because you know we hit the campaign trail together in Georgia and do all we can to elect Democrats up and down the ballot. I am State Senator Nikema Williams, Chairwoman of the Democratic Party of Georgia, and I'm the Democratic nominee for Georgia's 5th Congressional District. I've been looking forward to this event all week, and I'm so excited to join y'all today with this lineup of incredible Democratic leaders. I want to take this opportunity to thank your chairman, John Jackson, and all of you for everything that you do and your service to this party. Your hard work and dedication is so appreciated, and it is a huge inspiration to me. I could not be more proud of all of the ways that you're representing our party with diligence, pride, integrity, boldness, exactly what we need right now in our state and in our country. I know that we wouldn't be where we are as a party and a state without the work of the Dekalb Democrats. This November is the most consequential election of our lifetimes. At the Democratic Party of Georgia, we've been doing the work across the state to make sure that we're ready. We've greatly expanded our team. We've contacted hundreds of thousands of voters, built a world-class voter protection program, and will continue to fight on behalf of all Georgians for their right to safely cast their ballots. At this time in history, people across America are all worried about our health, our families, our communities, and our country. We face challenging and unprecedented times this year. We've watched our fellow Georgians and Americans fall ill and suffer unnecessarily at the hands of our government and COVID-19. We've stood in long lines for hours in the Georgia heat and rain just to exercise our right to vote. We've seen Black Americans' lives in jeopardy from the legacy of white supremacy, from the scourge of COVID-19, and a president and a Georgia Republican Party who just don't seem to care. These times show us why our work is just so important, because when we're successful, we'll ensure that every Georgian can get the support that they need to make it through these hard times, from healthcare to protecting small businesses to guaranteeing our democracy for generations to come. It's all on the line this year, y'all. And we must make sure that all Georgians are able to exercise their democratic right to vote and protect our democracy at all costs. In the midst of this unique time in our American history, we're here today to tell you that our priority has not changed. Our team has worked nonstop to make sure that we can protect both our right to vote and our health. Yep, we're seeing challenges that none of us ever considered this time last year. And we're planning for a historic 2020 for Georgia Democrats. But I'm here to tell you that our team is ready for this fight, and I'm glad to have you in the fight with me. Georgia Democrats were the first state party in the nation to have a full-time voter protection program, and our team has expanded and will successfully help every single Georgian exercise their right to vote by mail, early, in person, or on election day. It's your choice. We know that we'll keep seeing pushback from the Republicans as we get closer than ever to turning Georgia blue. It's the same tired playbook that they've tried for the last decades. And it's the same fight that Democrats keep winning in the courts if necessary. Thanks to the hard work of Georgia Democrats, the nation knows what we've all known for a long time here, that Georgia is a battleground state. I'm so glad that we have this time together to become even more inspired to turn Georgia blue this November, to reconnect with our fellow Democrats. I miss seeing y'all in person as we reaffirm our commitment to our democratic values. But let us do this in the spirit of our hero, Congressman John Lewis. Y'all, we have a legacy to live up to. And this year, we're gonna make some good trouble. We're gonna fight for our democracy like never before. We're gonna fight together for the full promise of America. We're so lucky to have learned from and loved Mr. Lewis. He was our country's greatest champion in the fight for justice and equality. And he showed every one of us how to put the people first. From Troy to Selma, from Montgomery to Atlanta, he brought hope and change to the people. He proved to us that Black voices and Black voters matter. As we remember John Lewis and lift up his spirit, we know that he left us with a job to do. We know just like Mr. Lewis taught us, that our vote is the most powerful nonviolent tool that we have in a democratic society, and we must expand access to the ballot so that our democracy is fully realized. We must register voters across the country, help every single Georgian cast their ballot safely, and when we win in November, we must pass the new Voting Rights Act to make sure that the right to vote is truly accessible to every single person in this country. And I know Democrats, y'all, we're ready to answer the call. This year, we'll vote in record numbers in honor of Congressman Lewis and all of those who fought for us to have the right to cast a ballot. We'll fight for every voter, stand up for every voter facing long lines and disenfranchisement. Together, we have a big task ahead of us. We're closer than ever to creating real change in Georgia and across our entire nation in November. Together, we can bring affordable health care to our families, good public schools for our children, and good paying union jobs for our communities. But first, we need to elect strong Democrats from the school board to the White House. We have Joe Biden and my soror Kamala Harris as the next president and vice president of the United States. And we have Jon Ossoff as Georgia's next US Senator. And we have the largest slate of state candidates running since the Reconstruction era. We're on a path to victory, Georgia Democrats. And Dekalb, I'm glad that y'all are with me on this journey. I'm ready for the fight. I'm glad that you're with me. Thank you, everyone, and let's get this done.